friends, welcome to Over the Moony. My name is Katie. Guys, today we have another crafted that I am so incredibly excited about. I got my shirt on. I got my guy hanging out with me right here. Guys, it is a Goofy movie crafted. Yes, so exciting. I will say a Goofy movie is a movie that I have grown up with and has been in my life and has been one of my favorite Disney movies since I can remember. This movie is just amazing. I love it so much. The music, the story, just everything about this movie is my favorite thing. So Jessi reached out and was like, we need to do a crafted for the 25th anniversary of a Goofy movie. And I was like, why was I not the one that said this? Because yes, 100% yes, we need to do this crafted. So here we are. We are doing a crafted video and I cannot wait. So for those of you who are new to my channel, first of all, welcome and thank you for being here. If you haven't yet, I would love if you would hit that subscribe button down below to become a part of our little corner of the internet. But if you are not familiar with Crafted, the series that I do in collaboration with Jessi from Miss Cherry's channel, which if you're not subscribed to her channel, you definitely need to head on over there after this video, please, and check her out and make sure you hit subscribe over there because Jessi's awesome and she does so many amazing videos. She does so much Disney content and it's just incredible. I love her channel so much, so I know that you will too. And we have been doing this we're coming up on a year. I think our first one was in June or July last year. And so the main premise, how it started, was that we would send each other craft supplies and then we would have to make a craft from what the other person sent to us. But of course, right now, being in the midst of a pandemic, we can't really get out to stores to buy stuff to even send to each other, let alone buy stuff for us to even make crafts ourselves. We did decide to just kind of scale it back, do whatever we could do, and just kind of go with it from there. But typically we would assign each other a character or a scene that we would have to make a craft based around. So this time we got to choose our own character and then we assigned each other a scene that we needed to make a craft for. So you definitely need to head on over to Jessi's channel to see what she's making. I'm super excited. I chose the scene that I chose for her because I just know that it would end up being the most ridiculous thing. And I think if you know Jessi, it's kind of an easy choice to choose this scene for her. So leave a comment down below if you think you know what scene I chose for Jessi, as I'd like to know if you think you know. But she did choose a scene for me as well, and then I got to choose a character to make a craft for. So the character that I chose for myself is Powerline. Powerline is just an icon to me. I love him. As you can see, I have my shirt, again, my shirt, my Funko Pop. Like pretty much once Powerline got to be a little bit more mainstream nowadays, where you can really go to like Target or Hot Topic or Box Lunch and pretty much just pick up anything Powerline from that store. I was like, give me everything, because I just love the songs that he sings in that movie. I love Eye to Eye. I love Stand Out. I just love all of it. So that was the easiest pick for me, was picking Powerline. I just love him so much. And then the scene that Jessi chose for me is the scene from the beginning of the movie where Max is dreaming and he's dreaming of Roxanne and this beautiful, beautiful scene and version of her where she's just looking like a goddess up on a pedestal. And I love that scene so much. It's so pretty. So that is what I'm working with today. I am super excited about the crafts that I have in mind. I'm actually doing 2 wearables today, which I'm very excited about. I don't know that I've done a wearable before. I'm really excited to show you guys what I made. So stay tuned and see what I made, and then make sure to head on over to Jessi's channel to see what she made. And let's just get on into the crafting.
Okay, so first thing that I need to do in order to make this hat is I actually need to get the Powerline logo. So I found this picture online. It's pretty simple, which I like. So I am in Photoshop and I'm going to go ahead and attempt to make my very own SVG file that I can use in the Cricut design space. So the first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do, and which I actually already did, and I think that this is an important part, is that you copy and paste this image into a brand new document. That way over here, sorry, I know there's a glare, but you can see that there are two different layers here. That's important. So then we're gonna go ahead and go over to this guy, this little magic wand looking thing. And this way we can start to eat away at this image to just have what it is that we want to have on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap this empty space right here. What that's gonna do is it's gonna pick up anything that's a similar color and highlight it, and then I'm gonna hit delete, and that's gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with the yellow, and it might be a little bit more time consuming because it's all little spaces, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that with all of these yellow bits until we just have a clear image of this logo. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually cut this. I know that little circle's left. We'll come back for it, I promise. We're gonna go into a new project. I'm gonna paste that in there, and then we can go back for our little circle friend here, and then we can paste him in there. So then we have 3 separate things. Okay, so then what you're gonna do is you are going to go up to the top. You wanna make sure that you have your 2 layers kind of one on top of each other, which you probably will, but you just wanna make sure that you have your 2 layers here, one on top of the other. Then you're gonna go up to layer, merge down. What that's gonna do is that's gonna end up making it so that this is all going to move around as one file. So then what I ended up doing, because I realized that I was not filming this, I cut this part out, or I selected all of it, copied and pasted it into a new canvas. You want it to be bigger than what it is that you are working with, because we are going to make the lines a little bit thicker, and that obviously makes the image a little bit bigger. So I went ahead and put it on a 500 by 500 canvas. I went up to layer, layer style, and then stroke. And then I upped the stroke to about 7, and I matched the color with this color out here. So that is what I did. Then I went ahead and saved this as a PNG file. Again, if you want to make sure that this background right here, where this eyeball is, you want it off so that it's a transparent background. So that's what you want to do. Then I'm going to go ahead and upload this file into my design space. So go to upload, upload image, and then Powerline right here. So then it's gonna ask you a couple questions. I'm gonna say that this is simple. I think it is. Hit continue, continue, and then it's gonna ask if you want to print then cut the image, or if you just wanna do it as a cut image. I just wanna do it as a cut image, and then hit save. So then that's here in my little space. Select it, hit insert images, and then it's in our design space. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hat. I'm gonna see what size I need to make this, and then I will show you the supplies and the vinyl that I'm gonna be working with and tell you about that as well. So I picked up this hat from Walmart, hat not included. This was like $5, I wanna say. Let's see, $4.97, so $5. So it's just a basic black hat, and that is what we're going to be using. I did measure it, so the logo is gonna be about 2.5 inches by 2.5 inches, and that's what we're gonna be putting on here. I also picked up this, this is called Old Gold Vinyl. And this is from a shop called Auntie Tay, which I will leave a link to down below. She's a fellow YouTuber, and she has a ton of Cricut stuff. If you like Disney and you like Cricut, you'll probably enjoy her shop. This is the, like I said, the Old Gold Heat Transfer Vinyl. And it's super, super pretty. And then I also picked up these rhinestones from her shop as well. And this is in the shade Tangled. So guys, we are going to have glitter vinyl topped with rhinestones. for the most extra thing ever. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out so that we can get it going. Also, I know that you are supposed to mirror anything that you are going to be using as an iron-on. However, this is pretty symmetrical, so I'm not too worried about it. Another thing to note, so even though this is vinyl, I have this on the custom setting, and I'm going to go ahead and pick glitter iron-on. It's different. Please make sure mirror is turned on and material is placed bonded side up. Okay, well, good to know. So I'm gonna go ahead and change that. Okay, so I have my iron, which I have done watching some videos, research on, so you can put this iron, it's obviously not plugged in yet, so I'm handling it so cavalierly. You can put it right around the cotton setting and that should be sufficient. I also have an old bed sheet on my table to protect it. I of course have my hat, I have my patch, and then I have a towel to put over top of this so that it protects the iron. So I'm gonna go ahead, get this plugged in, and fingers crossed that this works. I'd also mention that it's important to have the steam holes on the outside edge, because if they're all over the edge of the iron, it's not gonna give even heat. And also don't have any steam coming out of it. Don't have any steam in there at all. So you just want a dry iron. All right, guys, here we go. We are there. So I do definitely need to go grab myself a lint roller so I can lint roll this off, but it was a process. What I ended up doing was holding this, I wadded up this towel and shoved it inside the hat so that I could actually hold it in my hand while I was pressing the iron down. And it took a lot of time to get this to transfer over, probably because it's on a rounded surface, but I love it. So it came out really cool, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started on putting some rhinestones on this sucker and make it really, really couldn't go without a power line pun, right? Right. All right. So I'm going to go grab a lint roller, possibly some lunch, and then we'll come back and finish this off. Okay. On to part 2. So I have my hat. Looks so good. I'm going to go ahead and start playing around with some crystals. And then I have some E6000 Plus. This is no odor, but it still says to use in a well-ventilated area. So I do have my window cracked open wide, freezing up here, but it's okay. And then I also got this fancy little tool from the anti-tay shop as well. So on one side it has like the silicone grip to help you pick up crystals to put on to things, and then on the other side it has this kind of tip to help spread glue and to help kind of like weed through crystals and stuff. So I'm going to be using this as well. So not rocket science by any stretch of the imagination. Put a little bit of glue onto here and then go ahead and put some crystals on there. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like when it's done. We are about 2 hours later, I think, and the rhinestone detailing on here is done. I think it looks super pretty, but I think the disappointing part is from like far away. I don't know how much of a difference it makes having the rhinestones on there versus having just like the glitter vinyl. But whatever. I think it's pretty. I love it, and I hope that you guys do too. So for craft number 2, Jessi gave me the scene in the beginning where Max is having his dream and Roxanne looks like a goddess, and they have the whole thing and it ends up in a nightmare because Max thinks that Roxanne is going to see him as his father and all of that stuff. But
can we all just agree Roxanne is such a babe in this scene? Like, oh my god, goals, goals, goals. I just was like obsessed with her growing up. I wanted to be Roxanne. She was just one of my favorites. So I felt like I needed to do something, some sort of ode to Roxanne, and I was just going back and forth trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was walking through Target and I saw this really cool like tie-dye faded shirt that kind of gives me like the vibes of that scene with like the sunset and all the colors and everything. So today we are just gonna do a simple iron-on transfer. A lot of crafts with irons today. I don't know why, but I'm hoping that it comes out really well, and I'm going to show you guys what I ended up choosing to use as the photo for my iron-on transfer picture.
So this is the photo that I ended up going with. I love how she looks in here. So I'm going to trim it down to size, obviously, and then I actually think I'm gonna try to rough this picture up a little bit so that it doesn't look so new and it looks a little bit more worn, because the shirt that I got is a little bit more faded and worn and looks like it's been around for a while. So I want to at least make this look weathered to an extent, wrinkly. I was trying to play around with the colors. Like, I definitely faded out the colors more than what they were originally, but I still want to make this look a little more weathered and different. So I think I'm gonna kind of like roll it around, maybe like fold it in a couple places or something, just to give it like a weathered look in the background. I don't really want to mess with her face or her, like her as the character, so probably just like more so in the background, and then like have her kind of stand out. Man, stand out again with the puns. Stand out a little bit and still look amazing and beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll show you what I did. As it happens, iron-on transfers are pretty malleable in that if you start scratching at them with your nail, parts will actually come off, which I am all for. So I went ahead and played around with that a little bit. Is it perfect? No, but I mean, it's gonna look weathered, which is cool. So certain parts will obviously transfer on better than others. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to size, and then we will go ahead and get ironing. This is my shirt that I found. It is long sleeve and I love it. This is coming off a little bit more muted on camera. It is a touch more vibrant. This bottom color here is actually more like a lilac, and then this color is more of like a burnt orange than like a yellow, but it's really pretty. Trying to figure out where the center is on here. I probably should get my measuring tape for this so that it actually is kind of professionally looking right, but essentially we're gonna iron this on here. I do have my sheet again so that I can put the sheet on top and protect the iron and all that good stuff, but that's what's going down. I got it ironed on. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to peel this off. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with one hand, but we'll try. It is not looking promising. All right, oh, there we go, we got an edge. Like, I'm not really minding if things are tearing right here, and I don't even really care because it makes it look even more weathered. Yay! I kind of love it, guys. I kind of love it. Look at her. She looks gorge. All right, I'm gonna actually take this part off if I can. Kind of like eat away at some of these pieces. I am not mad at this. Not even a little bit. Yay, that looks really, really cool, I think. I like it. Maybe not everybody's taste, but I like it. I feel like I want to just like play around with it now and try to like rip pieces off. I love it so much. Again, might not be to everyone's taste, but I really like how this came out. I'm really, really pleased with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it on.
All right, guys, I'm super, super excited. I mean, I might have been able to bring this up just a touch higher on my shirt, but I'm okay with it. I like it. I'm excited for it. And then I just wanted to show you guys again, just maybe like it'll pick up a little bit better even in the ring light, because now that I'm looking at it, where I said before I was unsure of like you could even tell how sparkly it was like from far away and that there were rhinestones, like I'm pretty sure that you can tell. Like, it is so pretty and so sparkly. But here it is on, and I love it. I love my two crafts. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. I'm very pleased with both of these things. Yeah, I totally should have brought this up here. Oh well, what are you gonna do, right? I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then give it a big thumbs up. As always, we are open to suggestions for our next crafted. Hopefully by the next time we do another crafted, we'll have some stores open and we'll be able to do a little bit more of a more traditional crafted video where we can send each other some stuff to make things. So fingers crossed for that, but definitely leave those suggestions down below so that we can get some more made for you guys. And that's everything that I have for you. So make sure to head over to Jessi, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.